For many in my community, it's not the actual diet transition itself that is hard. It's the process of handling this transition with loved ones, especially if there is a spouse that seems dead set in his or her ways and refuses to budge from a heavy meat eating diet. This all makes cooking in the kitchen harder and the possibility for more heated arguments, especially if your loved one doesn't seem to understand where you are coming from. Are you in a situation like this now? If so, I want to help. In this episode, I'll give you 3 simple strategies you can start using right away to begin the process of helping your spouse move towards a more plant-powered lifestyle, so he or she can start to experience the same health benefits you are now enjoying. So, listen in. Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi, friend. Do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Hi, friend. If you've been wanting to get back on track with plant-based eating or to start your transition this fall, I want to support you. That's why, starting today, I'm holding a 4-day Back to Health sale on my online Plant-Powered Life Transformation course. This means from today until Friday, September 27th, you'll get 25% off the course enrollment fee plus some special bonus gift resources. The Plant-Powered Life Transformation course is a 6-module online self-paced course that comes packed with video lessons, PDF guides, meal ideas, and tasty, easy-to-make whole food plant-based recipes. It'll give you the essentials you need to master the basics of plant-based eating so you can have more confidence and thrive eating this way to truly transform your health. This is the first time I'm offering this special package, but I wanted to do it to support you more in your diet transition journey to a plant-powered lifestyle. So here's what you need to do. Sign up for the PPLT course using the voucher code FALL2024 before midnight Eastern Standard Time this Friday, September 27th, and you'll get more than $70 off the course enrollment fee plus these 4 bonus gift resources. The first gift resource is 5 top starter nutrition tips to building a plant-powered diet. You'll get essential tips with a starter meal plan to help you build optimal nutrition as you transition. The second gift is 25 fast and easy plant-based meal and snack ideas. This resource will likely become your favorite cheat sheet, helping you stay plant-powered even on the busiest of days. Next, you'll get the Plant-Based Eater's Holiday Meal Guide. This will give you tips, meal ideas, plus a bonus recipe to help you navigate the upcoming holidays with confidence and less stress. And the fourth bonus gift is this. It's a resource called Bye Bye Belly, How to Rid Your Belly Pooch for Good. This guide comes with teaching videos and was created by Courtney McManus, who is a certified personal trainer and movement specialist. To get more details about the Plant-Powered Life Transformation course and to enroll in it, go to plantnourish.com/PPLT course. Remember to use code FALL2024 to take advantage of the special savings and resource package. I'll also post a link to this and the details in the episode show notes for you. I can't wait to meet you inside this course and help you get back to full and vibrant health for life. Now let's dive into today's topic. Diet transitions for a spouse. I fully understand the tension that may exist. You love your spouse and deeply desire him or her to have a better life with less pain and health problems. You worry about them having a sudden heart attack or stroke and don't want to lose them prematurely, as you have seen happen to other friends and loved ones in the past. You want them to suffer less and enjoy their remaining years more with the rest of the family. What's more, you've seen the tremendous benefits of eating plant-based on your own health and wish they could experience it too. You know plant-based eating will definitely help them lose unwanted weight, lessen pain levels, drop medications, and better their blood sugars and cholesterol. Yet your spouse doesn't understand it or see things the same way. He or she seems happy to go on with their current way of eating and is now creating a lot of stress and unwanted tension in the home. I see this tension often in the comments I read within my community. In one case, a lady commented, "My husband doesn't like cooked vegetables or beans, and we need to do this for him and his diabetes." Another lady said that her biggest challenge was living with a partner who does not want to eat the same way and relearning how to cook. Someone else wrote, "I don't know how to get my husband to want to try it, and I don't know how to add creativity to recipes." Can you relate to this? Maybe you're facing a similar situation. Perhaps you're wanting to start a diet transition, but worry about how it will work as your loved one is not interested in making a diet change with you. Or you've started your diet transition, but your spouse seems to have no desire to begin any changes himself. Not only that, he's not supportive of the changes you want to make in order to improve your health. Either way, I know this can be a frustrating situation to be in, and I want you to know that I feel for you. That's why I wanted to do this episode. I want to put some simple strategies and tools into your hands that you can use to begin the process of helping your loved one move towards a healthier plant-powered lifestyle. So let's get into this on a deeper level now. The first thing I want you to understand is this. Helping a loved one like your spouse move to plant-based eating likely won't be an overnight thing. Expect it to take a bit of time. Sure, there are cases where one spouse decides to start eating plant-based and the other spouse gets on board and joins that lifestyle change immediately. But more often than not, that's not what happens. Expect it to be a process, and it is a process that we need to be sensitive to, especially if we want our spouse's diet transition to be a success. So that's the first strategy I want you to use. Aim for a gradual transition. Let's face it, food is essential to our survival and existence, and many of us come into the plant-based world with lots of baggage from past experiences with food and established food habits. The same with our spouses and children as well. So realize this. Food can be an emotional and pivotal part of your spouse's upbringing, culture, and past. That's why we need to be understanding of this and allow time for our spouses to not only get used to the idea of eating fully or mostly plants, but also to have this new way of eating integrated into their lives. Here's a second strategy you can use. Watch one or more health documentaries together. Sometimes knowledge really is power. As the saying goes, when you know better, you do better. And that can be the case too with changing our health. And instead of us saying it or constantly telling our spouse what is better and what they should do, which can be perceived as nagging, unfortunately, it often helps to have our spouses hear it from someone else. There are many health documentaries you can watch now through means like YouTube or Netflix. Examples are What the Health, Game Changers, and You Are What You Eat. Personally, I know that watching documentaries together has helped to strengthen my husband's awareness and resolve to eat plant-based for health. Treat it as a Friday date night activity. Or perhaps if your husband is really not open to watching a documentary with you, you could play it in the kitchen while you are making dinner. He will listen and possibly take in some information that way. As an alternative, you could invite and attend a live summit or health conference together with your spouse. That can be a very powerful motivator of change, too. I know of another instance where the wife was a doctor and took her husband along to a live plant-based health conference, and her husband came back more on board to try out plant-based eating. Now here's the third strategy. Be intentional. I love this quote by Benjamin Franklin. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. How apt! So it's super important to have a plan, even a loose one, of how you want to help your husband or wife transition to a healthier, more plant-focused way of eating. And one of the best first ways to start may be this. Work on transforming his favorite meals first. Pick one of his favorite meals and focus on transitioning that over gradually into a plant-based dish. The big benefit in doing so is that your spouse would likely appreciate and look forward to the fact that you are making his favorite meal of all time. And if the dish still tastes relatively the same, he or she may not even notice that there has been one or two minor modifications, or plant-based upgrades as I like to say it, made to it. Here are some examples of how to start doing this. If your husband loves lasagna, you can reduce the amount of minced meat used in the recipe and mix in instead some cooked or canned green lentils, or add in more vegetables like spinach or kale to the dish. If your spouse's favorite dish is a creamy tomato or mushroom soup, you can still make this recipe, but just swap out the cow's milk for a plant-based milk. I hope you see that there are many ways to modify a regular recipe and make it more plant-powered. So today we looked at 3 simple strategies you can use to begin that gradual process of moving your spouse more towards a plant-powered lifestyle. Of course, these are strategies that can also be used with other loved ones in your family too, such as with teenagers or an adult parent. Now here's an action step you can take. Pick one of these pro tips or strategies shared today in this episode and try it out within your home with your spouse. Friend, before you go, don't forget to check out the Back to Health sale details. Just see the episode show notes or go to plantnourish.com/PPLT course to get more info. You'll get 25% off on the course enrollment fee and extra bonus gift resources. Just use code FALL2024 to get this special savings package. Through this course, I want to help you get back to feeling better with more energy, less meds, and less pain. But this course sale ends on Friday, so don't miss it. I'll meet you there. Thank you for listening to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. If this podcast has helped you, please rate and leave a written review on the Apple Podcast app or iTunes to let me know. Nothing will lift me up more than to read your review and see how this podcast has made a difference in your life. I also pick reviews to read on this show, so your review could be one of them. Come connect with me in my free Facebook community group, Beginners for Plant-Based Diet Success. Just go to bit.ly/PB Diet Success. That's bit.ly/PB Diet Success. You can also subscribe and follow this podcast to get notified when a new episode goes live. Signing off now, this is Anna, and I wish you the best health always.